Today we're covering one of the most asked questions I get about Northwest Arkansas, especially from my clients moving out of state to the area itself. And that question is, what are people like in Northwest Arkansas? So let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire state of Illinois. Decided to move out of there and I wanted to find the best place to live in America. I looked at probably very similar locations that you're looking to right now, and I chose literally the best place to live in America, which is Northwest Arkansas by far. So if you're ever thinking about coming down here, moving down here, or just visiting down here, definitely call me. Let's meet up for coffee. Let's talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America. And there are so many different reasons. So many different reasons. And if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is. Literally a starter pack full of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Fayetteville? What's going on in Springdale? What are the hospitals like? What are the schools like? All the things you want to know about Northwest Arkansas. Package shipped right to your home. Right to your home. Enter your name below, enter your address below. Where am I shipping this package to? Let me know with all the information below. I'll make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below. I'll make sure they get the package shipped to you right away. All right, so I went ahead and asked a ton of my clients who moved out of state and into the state, coming from all the way from Texas, California, Illinois, Colorado, Florida, New York, where else we got? New Mexico, almost all the, and what's funny is actually think about it, I've actually covered most of the states. I've actually helped almost 50 states so far. That's kind of cool. Alaska though, if you're out there, Alaska, come talk to me. I haven't done Alaska yet. Anyways, I've asked a lot of my clients, what are some of the characteristics they've seen around Northwest Arkansas? Like, what are some of the differences, especially from their state to this state? And what are some of the core characteristics that they've actually seen here? And we're covering 4 of them right now. There are more than that, but here are the consistent 4 that I see all the time. All right, and the first characteristic I see all the time, like this is like 89%, all of them, this is the first thing they say. People are so nice and friendly. Now you've maybe seen other things people have said this, like online, maybe on Facebook or YouTube, whatever the case is, but my gosh, it is so consistent over and over again that people are so nice and friendly. Now, here's the difference is, let me kind of explain this. There's the Southern friendly, which is, I've seen this not necessarily here, but in the farther South, that people are nice on the surface, but kind of weird in the back end, like behind the scenes. And then there's the North, on the North side, like we're talking Chicago, like North New York kind of style. People are just kind of like to themselves and rude to some extent. Maybe if you go to Minnesota, the people are overly nice there, like they're over like kind of weird. I can say that because I'm from that area, from the north side, like Illinois area. Anyways, but in North Arkansas specifically, it's very nice and friendly, and they're genuine, like actually care, nice and friendly. Like they want to see the benefit of you and the people around you and your friend group. And I think the reason that this is because a lot of people here are reloads. They've moved to other areas. They've caught the culture of the area itself, and they want to invest back into it. They want to continue to make it the best place to live in America. And they just are genuinely care about what people are doing and how people are what's going on here. Now, a little sidebar about this is when I first moved here, whenever people would, I've shared this story before, but if you haven't heard this, but it's funny is that when I used to stand in line around the area, like you're going to Onyx Coffee, as one does, but you're standing in line, people just start striking up conversations with you. And at first I'm like, honestly, my first reaction is touch the back of my pants by my wallet and start like being aware of my surroundings. Now you're probably thinking to yourself like, Phillip, you're crazy because like it's Northwest Arkansas, but in Chicagoland area or you're in LA or New York, wherever you are, or bigger cities, the first thing that I think of is like, are you talking to me to pickpocket me or to like distract me? Like, I just don't know what's happening here. And I quickly found out that people just generally care. Like, you're not gonna get pickpocketed at Onyx Coffee. I'm not an idiot, but it's kind of those things where it's like I have to get over that really quickly. I have lost a lot of that, which is nice because, you know, that doesn't happen here, but it's weird coming from a larger city to here because you naturally think like people are out to get you. Whereas here, people are for you in a lot of ways. And so going back to the original thing is like people are so nice and friendly. And that is by far the most consistent thing I've heard from my clients and something I've experienced. And so it's just so common here is that over and over again. People are so nice and so friendly, and it is by far the common theme here in Northwest Arkansas. And the second characteristic when it comes to character traits of Northwest Arkansas, and this is a little bit of a dovetail off of nice and friendly, the first one, but it is leaning towards collaborative. Now, what I mean by that is that they're collaborative in the sense, especially when it comes to business stuff or just trying to figure out ideas. They're very collaborative here. And I think part of that is, first of all, because people are very nice and friendly. But secondly is that a lot of these people around the area are kind of geared towards entrepreneurship. Now, not all of them are going to be like starting up the next, Facebook or billion-dollar business or even really own a business. But they're very, I would say, communicative and collaborative to solve issues or to figure something out. And so a lot of times what I've noticed people around here is that if they have a need, they kind of fill a need. It's not a lot of people complaining. And we know what that's like. We know people that are just complaining. They don't want to do anything. It's like sometimes when you have people in your life, like, I wish this would happen, wish it would happen. Well, then do something about it, like don't complain about it. And so it's interesting, and this might be a twofold answer here, where it's like they're collaborative and they want to get stuff done because they want to make it the best place to continue to make the best place to live ever. Secondly, is there's a lot of freedom to do those things. A lot of times when you go into bigger cities and there's like a lot of red tape and you have to do this and know this person and shake this person's hand and put money here and donate here. It's annoying. Here in Northwest Arkansas, you don't have to do that because everyone has an attitude of, oh, you see a problem, you want to fill a need, let's fix it. So easy around here versus other places of America. And so I think it leans into that collaborative state, which means, first of all, things get done here a lot faster. And there's a lot of opportunities for a lot of people, bigger than what you actually think it actually honestly is. And before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move to the area and using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin, notifications, way too slow. Way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is, literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, name, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms. Where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Let me know with all that information below. I'll make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, every single Friday, I send an email out just kind of talk about all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Springdale? What are new things coming to the Walmart Amphitheater? What's going on at the Walton Arts Center? What's going on over at the new soccer stadium? What's going on over at Pinnacle? What new businesses? So much going on all the time. Enter your name below, enter your email below. I'll make sure that get that email out to you every single Friday. But sadly, side note, you will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And the third character trait that I see all the time, specifically with clients that have moved here that have said what they've seen, as well as me, my personal experience here, is that people are less competitive. Now, little asterisk here, I don't mean like they're like everyone's holding hands and singing Kumbaya around a campfire, which happens all the time. No, that doesn't. But I want to say that it's not that it's a very business-driven area, but I think people have really embraced the idea that there's enough pie for everybody. And oftentimes I see somewhat adjacent businesses working together, not in a lack of competition, but going back to the collaborative side, but it's not like a cutthroat Wall Street, Chicago, LA, kind of like, I'm gonna get you and dump your body in the street kind of thing, because we're in business against each other. I don't see that a lot. I see a lot of restaurants and even people that are sharing the same food. I see a lot of people that are in the same industries talk about certain things. Now, I don't know if they're sharing all the industry secrets. I wouldn't expect that, but maybe it's from my experience from Chicago, is that when you are in someone in the exact same field, I will destroy you is kind of the attitude. Here in Northwest Arkansas, not the case. And so I see a lot of that happen where it's less competitive. Now, don't get me wrong, they are business people through and through. I get that. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that I do see people of same industry that do almost go for the same clients, talk and share and be friends, shake hands, and it's less, I'm gonna kill you feel. So just keep that in mind as when you're moving down here. And my clients who are honestly some business owners, I've noticed that they said it's less competitive, same industry, but they are more collaborative in a lot of ways. And so it's very interesting to be down here in that kind of setting. And the fourth and final character trait of Northwest Arkansas that I've heard both from my clients and also my personal experience, and this one will be a little bit more obvious because they reload here for a certain reason, and that is because a lot of people are outdoor centric. They're outdoor focused. And what I mean by that is that a lot of things, we have great weather here for, honestly, I would say, even if you're coming from like the most perfect weather of California, so to speak, you're gonna be very fine 10 months out of the year. You might have 1 month in the summer that might be a little, no, you're from LA, it's really hot there now, so who knows, you'll be fine. There might be 1 month in like January or February that's like 30 days that's like a little chilly for you, you'll be fine. But anyways, I say all that to say that there's so much to do outdoors, and people spend so much stuff outdoors, whether you're kayaking, fishing, if you're biking, if you're running, there are so many events that are outdoor focused. There's parties that are outdoors. There are things that are outdoors. There's whole like things that happen outdoors all the time, because the outdoors is a very mild environment, whether you're in fall, spring, or summer, you're gonna be just fine. And so there are so many outdoor focused things beyond recreation that you'll find here, that obviously people move here for that reason. So when you come in here, you're gonna see the character trait of people just doing more outdoor things all the time. And so when you start making friend groups here, when you start getting involved in communities, whether you're at Blake Street, whether you're at community chamber events, whether you're at new restaurants opening, whether you're at new businesses opening up, whether you're at a meetup for on like Eventbrite, on Facebook, whatever the case is, a lot of it's going to be outdoors in parks. You're going to be fishing. You're doing other things all the time. Even if you're a mom, a lot of times, let's get the kids outside. Let's get them playing and do different stuff outdoors versus indoor stuff. So you'll see that all the time here in Northwest Arkansas. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itineraries link below. Maybe you're a venturer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're sightseer, maybe you have kids. Whatever it is, there's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download them and use them when you get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you a $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you next one.